What is up, YouTube pipe community? This is Charlie, the predestined piper, back with another video. Before we get into it, I am doing something that I don't usually do. I'm smoking a cigar. This is a Macanudo. This is a Cuban Macanudo. I know nothing about cigars, but it's hot out. I am sweating profusely, and I felt like it was time to just sit back and smoke a cigar. I've smoked a few pipes today already, so I'm kind of over it, just with the heat and everything. It's a pretty tight draw on this, though. It's a long cigar, and honestly, I kind of only wanted a 20-minute smoke, and now I'm in it for the long haul. So that's fine. I'll go for a walk around the neighborhood or something. I didn't realize how huge it was until I started smoking it. Yeah, so new series today. And this is going to be shop reviews. I had an opportunity to go to a shop called Churchill's in Topeka, Kansas. And I was like, well, you know what? I've got some good shops here in Wilmington and North Carolina in general. And I'm going to LJ Peretti's next week. So I wanted to just talk about the shops I enjoy. And maybe, I took some pictures this time, but hopefully in the future, interview some people or something along those lines. And as well as I want to give you a life update. So starting with the life update, after I kind of fix how terribly I lit that. There we go. First, it's been a while. I had a lot going on. I went to New Orleans. I had a good time there. It was my sister's college graduation. And then, the week after, I got engaged. So that's really exciting. My fiance is the most beautiful, godly, kind-hearted woman I've ever met. And our wedding is at the end of the year, and we're really excited. So that's been really good, just spending a lot of time with her. As well as I started my first full-time, 9-to-5 job. So I'm doing executive recruiting for, mostly life sciences, and that's been a learning curve, and it's been real fun. So yeah, it's a lot of stuff going on, right? Yeah, so that's my life so far. A lot of good, some bad, trying to figure some things out, trying to figure out, I'll be working a lot, and I'm still in school, and soon I'll have someone else to provide for, and trying to do what I can to be a faithful, God-fearing man. And so that's what's going on. In terms of the tobacco and pipe world, first off, I want to really care about producing videos on this YouTube channel, not to get rich or something, but to share a wealth of information. As well as I'd like to start writing some articles. So I kind of started one today about the history of pipe tobacco, and you can find that probably first on my Substack, which is the same as this channel name, Predestined Piper. I'm looking into what that looks like, how much time I have to write that. That won't be a consistent thing for now, but I'd love to keep doing that. I have a few ideas. So that's that. As well as I started a new Facebook group for all of those who are in southeastern North Carolina. So it's called the Southeastern NC Pipe Club on Facebook. And there's 5 members in there right now, which I appreciate, the 4 other people that want to see me post and do all that. But I'd love to get some, meetups going and have some community down here. So hopefully that can take off and become something of its own. I don't really care to be someone running it, but there wasn't one that I could find. And I felt like there was a need for, men to get together and smoke some pipes in this part of the world. All right, before we get into the cigar shop, 2 things. First, this is one of my most recent pipe acquisitions. You may have seen it on my Instagram, although it was not a good photo, it was dark. This is a beautiful Caminetto Hawkbill, right? So this is very expensive pipe, my most expensive pipe. And you can see I'm using it. You can see I'm getting a little dark around the rim, probably should be more careful, but this thing is nice. It fits in the hand so ridiculously well, right? And it clenches very easily, you know? And I think it looks good. Looks a little, I don't know what the right word is, a little phallic almost. But, you know, if you're just like that, no difference. So that's going on. Another cool little thing that, you know, is just random is I had a good friend's dad reach out to me and give me his grandfather's pipe tool, which I thought was very sweet. He probably back in the day, it was cheap, you find it anywhere, but this is real special to me. It's a, I believe a Richards and from Sheffield, England. And it's cool, it's got a little pipe, you know, knife, and then it's got a poker and a tamper. So that's what I've been using. Now lastly, I have a little unboxing before we get into our shop review. This is from Smoking Pipes. This is just a little bit of tobacco. Don't know what I'm going to do with it. I don't know if I'm going to cellar it or if I'm going to review it or just smoke it. But, you know, I had a few extra bucks in my pocket and thought I'd pick up some tobacco. So it's not, I don't know why it's such a giant box. I think it's only like 310s. Whole lot of packaging that will be used to light my fires in my outdoor bonfire. But I don't remember exactly what I ordered. This is before I left town. I know it was 310s. I don't remember what, so you're gonna be surprised with me. Let's see. Let me make sure. I don't really know how to smoke cigars. I mean, I do, but I worry, you know, I can't put this down, let it die, and relight it. Okay, this is Cornell and Deal's Blue Ridge. Interesting. I think I ordered a lot of Virginia Periques, so... Okay, so this one says, a bedrock of stoved red Virginias combined with a hearty helping of black Cavendish, Turkish leaf, and Louisiana Perique for a smoking experience every bit as rich as the complex as Old Shenandoah. So that's good. That's probably 2 ounces. First one, I don't know how that's gonna be. I didn't read any reviews. I kind of just picked some random ones and called it a day. Next, okay, I see both of them. Low Country's Wakima. I believe this is another Virginia Perique. Let me read it real quick. The Wakima River meanders through the eastern Carolinas, part of the Petey River Basin, a region intertwined with the history of tobacco for 3 centuries. What finer homage to this heritage than a rich, hearty Virginia flake? Bright leaves serving as the base of a typical tobacco is grown in the region, while the beautiful red Virginias lend to its sweetness and structure. Perique and a dash of exotic Izmir leaf complete this complex, satisfying flake. So I guess this is a nice little flake, mostly Virginia, a little bit of Perique and some other stuff. So that's cool. I'm excited to try these all out. The one I'm most excited for, I do remember ordering this. I don't know if I showed y'all that tin. That's what it looks like. This is the Fathers and Friends and Fire batch number 2 Virginia Perique from 4th generation. I don't know who this is produced by. I don't know who makes 4th generation tobacco right now. I don't keep up with it as much, although this is sliding off, which is funky. I mean, I just throw these wherever. I don't really care. But it says, Fathers, Friends, and Fire celebrates brotherhood among fellow pipe smokers who savor a favorite pipe bowl among fathers, sons, and friends, being it at special occasions or just getting together for a pipe top. A contemporary spin on the classic Virginia Perique family, this blend combines the finest Old Belt Reds, rich Burley, Black Cavendish, and an ample portion of genuine St. James Perique, a well-rounded, naturally sweet smoker, elevated by subtle notes of stone fruits. So this has Burley in it. I don't know if I'm gonna like that. I tend to hate Burley for some reason. My palate may need to be refined, or maybe it's just not for me. Wow, I'm 10 minutes in already. You can tell I like Virginia Perique tobaccos, obviously, and as summer comes around, I mean, it is hot in my study right now. That's what I want to be smoking. By the way, this cigar is fantastic. I might need to start smoking more cigars. I don't even remember where I got this. somewhere. Someone gave it to me maybe, or maybe when I was out of the country I bought it. And you know, with Cubans, I've heard that there's some fakes, so this could be a fake, but it's good. Although I do believe this was quite expensive. I remember, I think my father gave this to me, and it was one of a few that were pretty expensive, so hopefully it wasn't a fake. Cool. Now, I've shown you the pipes and tobaccos and all the junk that I keep wasting my money on. Let's get into Churchill's. Okay, so I went to Topeka to visit my fiance's family, her sister and brother-in-law, and my, I guess now, niece, which was a wonderful trip. I mean, it just felt so welcome into their home. And my future brother-in-law, he is a seasoned pipe smoker as well, and that was just such a joy. Not many of those my age, so you know, that was awesome. We got along on everything. Very devout Christian as well, so that was great. Yeah, the shop was really great. I'm gonna try and cut in some photos as I talk. I don't know how to do that. I'm trying to work on my video editing, so hopefully that works. I only took like 5 or 6, but as you walk in, you're, I mean, just hit with tons of pipes and tobacco, and they have their house blends and tins and awesome looking meerschaums. They had one of those really cool calabashes from Inglorious Bastards that I really should have honestly bought, because I was talking about that with my dad the other day about getting one. Tons of estate pipes. I mean, they had in their little rack of estate pipes probably 50 pipes. You know, they had all the normal pipes, corncobs, Savinellis, Petersons. They had Barlings and Dunhills. They had everything. I mean, this place was exceptional. They had a great smoking lounge. So I'll throw in a picture of there, hopefully. I mean, I sat in there for like 4 hours, had some great conversations. The owner and the other guy that worked there were super sweet. It's exactly what I wanted in a cigar and pipe shop. Their humidor was massive. I mean, it had aisles to the humidor. So that was really cool. And it was kind of just in the middle of nowhere in Topeka. It wasn't some crazy, you know, place, and I've never heard of it before. But I mean, it was great. Before I talk about like the pipes I got and another cool experience, one of the cool things is I was smoking for a while, and I got a little sick of, you know, I had 3 bowls. I got a little sick of what I was smoking. So I go up and I'm like, hey, can I buy an ounce of, I think it was Virginia Flake. You know, I never tried it. He goes, dude, pack your bowl. I'm like, oh, really? Without paying? And he's like, yeah. And then he's like, if you want to try anything else, go ahead and pack a bowl of it. And so I went again, and I packed a bowl of one of their house blends, which was wonderful. And I just felt so welcome, so loved there. And that's what this community is all about. At the end of the day, it's not about tobacco. It's not about pipes. Sure it is. But the reason you're in this community, whether you watch YouTube or you're on Facebook or Instagram or whatever, go to different lounges, is for human connection, right? And I truly felt the love of the stranger there, so that was great. Now, for the pipes I got first, I guess I'll talk about, because then I have a just really amazing story. So stick with me on this. First off, this is a Savinelli Dolomiti 311KS. I have a softy bit. These both of the pipes I got are estate pipes, right? This was smoked only a few times before I purchased it the other day. But, I mean, they had an amazing price on the Savinelli. You can find these anywhere from kind of like $110 to $160. I got this for a lot less. And it's beautiful. I mean, perfect condition. Really cool pipe. It clenches nice. Sits perfect in my mouth where I like to put it in my teeth. And the saddle bit rests right on my lip, which is real good. It's light. Awesome pipe. Massive bowl for really, I mean, the size of this pipe. The bowl is just, you know, it's a little bigger than this one, but this is a huge bowl. It's really awesome. And now, sorry, I'm talking fast trying to finish this video because it's long. This is a really interesting pipe, and I need to do a little bit of restoration on it. Not much, just some stem oxidation. This is an Elliott Natchwalter from the Briar Workshop. Now, I knew nothing about these pipes, but I Knew I had to have this one. I'm still trying to research and learn more. It was hardly really that smoked. I've smoked it 5 times since Saturday. So I'm really liking it. It's really good. Very light, looks good. It's just a classic pipe, you know, a nice Dublin with a little bit of like a outward cant. It's beautiful. You know, I got this for $90, which I was like, I don't really know the brand, but sure, whatever. And this pipe, I know the cheapest on his website right now are about $450, $500, and the most expensive on his website are $2,500. So I don't know if this is in that range, but I know I definitely got it for less than it would be new, which was cool. That's why I'm a big advocate for estate pipes. Don't buy a pipe new unless you really feel inclined to do so. I mean, obviously buying new supports the pipe community, supports makers, supports companies, helps them stay afloat. But if you're on a budget or you know you're struggling to find something you like, go estate, right? Now to conclude this conversation, wow, I have so much cigar left, and I am hot and sweaty and gross and tired from a long day of work. So I don't know if I'm going to finish this, and I would hate to throw this out. I might leave it and see if I can relight it. I know that you're not supposed to, or that you might get ashy, but maybe I'll cut the other end and see if it can dry out a little bit from the moisture. Okay, so this was really cool. I was talking to this guy, and I was like, yeah, I'm into these pipes, and I got this or that, and, you know, it's just really my thing. And the guy goes, oh, well, you know, if you're looking for more Savinellis or whatever, after I picked up this one on the estate rack, he goes, why don't we open the safe for you, right? So I went and spent 30 or 40 minutes looking through the owner's safe in the office with him, and that thing was filled with pipes that just blew me away. Things that belong in a museum. I mean, he had Barlings, Dunhills, Savinellis, Petersons, Caminettos, Claudio Cavicis, just literally everything you could imagine. Name a brand, you know, made in the 50s to 70s, and it's in there. Some are even older. He had this Dunhill Paul from the 20s that was unsmoked. It was gorgeous, right? Like, I was like freaking out about how amazing this was. I totally nerding out, looking at all them. It was ridiculous. And so my brother-in-law, he got a nice Peterson, and that's where I got the Elliot Natchwalter, which is really cool. I mean, he had artisan pipes, factory pipes, things that I've only heard whispers about, and I've held them in person. It was truly a special experience, and it just goes to show how much they really welcomed me into their shop and made me feel at home. I mean, another thing was I was smoking. I was like, you guys sell any water? And he goes, oh, just go in the fridge and grab some. We've got bottles in there, right? Like, they were not trying to just sell me on everything, which I appreciated. I hate when I go to a store and I feel like I have to buy something, right? I bought these 2 pipes because I really wanted to. So yeah, that was great. I would recommend Churchill's to anyone who wants to do, any sort of pipe or cigar smoking, or is just interested in starting. Go there, check it out. All right. So with that, that's my little life update. Conversation about Churchill's cigar and pipe, or it's just called Churchill's, but there's the cigar and pipe store. I'd like to make this a series. I'd like to, when I go to LJ Peretti next week, do that. I think I'm going to try and go to the Pipe and Pint in Southport soon, as well as Low Country Pipe Store down in kind of North Myrtle area. That's Smoking Pipes' storefront. Maybe Pipe and Pints in Durham, because my fiance lives in the Raleigh area. I know there's a few good shops in Charlotte, and really whenever I travel, I'll do this. Probably won't be as consistent of a series, but I want to share my love for pipes with people. So with that, I hope you guys all have a wonderful evening. God bless.